zoobity.
Oh shit, that's a party jam.
Zoobity zoop bow, yeah. Welcome to my other buddy Devin.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, we should make mouth music.
Dude, it's fucking dude. We got this multi-track recorder. We can just sit for hours and be like, dude. Dude, nuts.
That's pretty fucking good, man.
That was good, dude. We could market that, dude.
Yeah, that's one track. We just did one track right there.
Dude, like literally we could burn that to a CD and take it down to the French market and market that shit, dude.
Market that French.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
So yeah, I guess what we're gonna talk about today is you bought this beer.
Oh yeah.
You got nervous in a craft beer store.
Yeah.
And bought this craft beer. I don't know if we should give the name out. I don't want to fucking shit on them.
Let's just say that it rhymes with brown shoes.
And it's the worst thing I've ever tried, really.
It's pretty bad. So a little background on this beer. I decided to get out of the house earlier this week, and I drove to the craft beer store. And upon walking in, I noticed that there were other people in there. So I kind of panicked and was like, I need to buy something and look like I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So I grabbed the big bottle that like had a pretty label, and I was like, this is tight. Walked up to the counter. The guy was like, yeah, it stuff's pretty good, man. You know, it's oak barrel aged. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Love that stuff.
That sounds amazing. Give me one.
This cost $16.
What?
It's a $16 beer, and
Good
it
Lord.
sucks. It's 10% ABV, and it just tastes like shit. Like,
Yeah. What is it, like pecan sandy?
it's supposed to be not all those who peconder are lost. It's not called that, but it should be called that.
It should be. We should make a craft beer, and it's just terrible.
Easy. Just make it really fucking sweet and be like, oh, it's aged in an oak barrel.
Yeah. We put it in a 10-gallon barrel of oaks.
This shit'll get you fucked up, dog.
Yeah, I don't like that culture, really.
No.
Like the beer. I mean, like I love beer. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite things, but I don't like I've always been the kind of person where I find something I like, I only order that forever. Mm-hmm. And there's like 6 or 7 beers that I can choose from where I know what I'm getting myself into, and I know like what it's going to taste like. Mm-hmm. And every single time someone tries to like convince me that a beer's good, it's always bad.
Oh, like when that girl earlier was like, you should get the Beta Strawberry because it's seasonal.
Yeah. Her selling point is that it'll be gone soon.
Yeah, she's like, it's not very good.
Yeah. She's like, you should get this strawberry lager. It's not going to be around that long.
Dude, she was pretty fucking funny. I was like, you're killing it with the delivery, dude. That was great.
Because like her whole, basically she was saying, if you don't like it, don't worry. It's not going to be around that much longer. So kind of like, like an old uncle or like a crotchety old dog that your parents got you when you were 10 and it was already 6 years old. And it snips at all the babies.
It's an angry old dog. It'll be dead soon though.
Yeah,
okay.
Don't worry. We're going to take it out back and shoot it once it gets blind.
Oh shit. Does that happen to you?
Maybe.
Oh god.
Well, that was a weird time. Like that was just like how people dealt with dogs.
Oh yeah, they popped them, dude.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't want this dog anymore. Come back here, kapow. Like
people do that now at the fucking vet. They just pay to get it put down.
Yeah,
pay somebody else to do it.
Now it's like more ethical.
Oh, yeah.
If you just like pump poison into a dog.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I could get behind the not like putting a bullet in your pet's brain thing.
Yeah. I guess there's like no good way to kill a pet.
Yeah. I guess there's no, how do we get there from craft beer?
I have no idea. Anyway, but it's the same way with like liquors and shit.
Yeah, you just want to take it out behind the barn and put bullet in it. I do that every time I buy Captain Morgan.
But yeah, like it's one of those things where like there's always like new liquors, and they're always like, this is the best liquor, and it was made in a closet in a teenage boy's house, and then he fucking sold it and made profit on it. So now it's the best liquor ever.
Oh yeah, where they're like, it all began in Jared's dad's fucking garage.
Yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Does it get me? Is it gonna get me drunk?
Is it going to take me to where I'm trying to go?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's funny is like now with like liquors, I like it more if I can't taste it.
Really?
It's so strange. Like I've like literally as I'm talking right now, I just realized that.
Hey man, I mean it makes sense. I used to be like that too.
Yeah, like when people are like, "Oh, you have to try this Scotch neat, nothing in it, just Scotch," and I'll drink it. I'm like, "This is fucking gross."
Oh,
but like, if I can shoot it, or I can mix it in something and not taste it, that's my favorite alcohol.
Yeah, I mean I used to be like that, and then it's kind of like with the craft beer thing where I'm trying to like impress other drinkers. Like I'm like, yes, of course I drink whiskey neat. What do I look like? An uncultured savage?
Right. And like, I guess now that I'm getting kind of old, I'm not older, but I'm older than I was when I started drinking. It's kind of like whatever won't give me a hangover.
Yeah. Dude.
Like if I know how much I can, it's mostly like how I know how much I can drink and how much it takes to get me drunk but not have a hangover. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite kind of alcohol.
It's all about that middle ground, dude. Yeah, I feel you. Like recently, my favorite alcohol has become smoking weed because it doesn't
favorite liquor.
It doesn't get you hungover.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is like whenever I smoke weed, I have the hangover immediately.
Oh yeah, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, like every time I've ever done it, I immediately get a headache. My eyes start to hurt. I get very tired. And I'm just like, I don't want to fucking be here anymore, and then I just want to go to bed.
That is like the shitty part. Like I feel like that's what turned me off of it for so long is that you're just like incapable of like going and doing the same kind of shit you would normally do because you're like, I'm out of it. I can't really talk. My eyes are red. And you just want to sit there. I'm like, nah, that sucks.
Yeah, like I already have anxiety. I don't need something to give me more anxiety.
I don't need something to help me like create narratives in my head and like assign them to people.
Like Mardi Gras, remember?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what you should do is have anxiety, just get born with it, and then take something that will make you crazy, and then go into the streets with 1,000 drunk people.
They're all wearing fucking costumes.
Yeah. And then
sounds
it's like
hell.
Yeah, and it's like some of those people you might not like. Some of those people are your best friends, and you don't want to look like a fool in front of them, but you won't notice them because they're all wearing gator costumes.
It's all good, dude. This guy's dressed up like a priest.
Yeah, and it's like that's why I really don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Or if I do it, it's like this is my day where I sit inside. I did say doo-doo.
Doodle butter.
But this is like the day that I'm going to sit inside, I'm going to watch movies, watch cartoons, and not fucking do anything.
Dude.
Any time that I smoke weed or take an edible or something and I go in public, it's always the worst. I always hate it.
Oh, dude, no, I feel you. I was the same way, and recently I've started trying to like embrace like just like the nonsensical nature of fucking life and just be like, everything's pretty funny when you think about it because none of it matters.
Yeah.
So if you just go through life with that attitude, things become infinitely easier.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like I don't need weed for that.
Yeah, true. Me either, really. Like you already kind of think like that.
Yeah, because like I mean I get why people do it, and I respect, like I understand all of the like health benefits and all that shit. I'm so for it. Mm-hmm. But me personally, I don't need it. Mm-hmm. If I want to like fucking have a good time, I'll have a drink or two. Like
I feel you, and it's all about that moderation, dog. Like you can have like 2 to 7 drinks,
2 to a shitload of drinks, and I'm fine.
Yeah, you're all good, and just don't do it all day. Like, don't stay out till 3 a.m. doing it. And it's the same thing with like weed. Like, you don't want to smoke weed all day long. Like, that's not good. Like, that makes you counterproductive. You want to do it at night.
Yeah, that like
not saying I do that ever. I never do that.
Yeah, you never ever do that. But that's the thing is like there are people who wake up in the morning and don't stop smoking until they go to bed.
It's wild.
And understand how you can live your life like that.
You constantly do it. Like, I get maybe like a little pick me up in the morning or whatever because you feel bad. It's like taking an antidepressant, but like keeping it going all goddamn day long. You're rolling joint after joint, smoking a pipe, fucking doing whatever you do, taking oil. It's crazy. I can't keep that going. I mean, more power to you if you can go about your daily life and get all your tasks done. But like, goddamn, bro, like you're getting high as a fucking kite. That's crazy.
And what's even crazier is there are people who do that with fucking LSD, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like, shit. Have you watched those documentaries?
No.
Oh man, I saw one about this couple and they're just like straight up. They're like, yeah, we dose every day, twice a day, and they're like walking through the woods, and this dude's just like, check out the fucking mathematical geometric symmetry on these spider webs, dude. Isn't it crazy that spiders just naturally make things that are geometrically aligned? And I'm like, is this what you think about all day? Like, how do you have a job to pay for the acid? Like,
like that is so much fucking money that you're spending on acid. And I get like people who microdose, they're like, oh, that shit changed my life, man. Like I'm so productive and my mind's so clear.
Dude, I'm creative now. I work in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, but it's also like maybe you should just like try a little harder. You know,
just try to be cooler, dude.
Yeah. Because, like, you're obviously taking acid to unlock that part of your brain. Yeah. It's like, or sit down and think a little bit longer.
Yeah, dude, I'd say, like, maybe 0.5% of people, like, are actually, like, creatively enabled from microdosing. And then the other 99.5% of people are just rendering themselves unemployable.
Right.
Like, you've fried your brain on acid, bro. Congrats.
They heard that somebody who was a CEO did it. Yeah. And they're just like, that's what I gotta do. And then they do it, and they're just like, why am I not getting employed? Also, there's so many spiders.
Yeah. Like, hate to break it to you, bro, you ain't Steve Jobs, brother. Like, one, you ain't creatively minded like that. And two, you don't employ Chinese slave labor. You know what I'm saying?
Boom, take that, Steve Jobs.
Owned from beyond the grave, baby.
But yeah, like, I don't get that. I get maybe, because like a couple years ago, once a month I would trip. Yeah. Like once a month. That was kind of like my thing. Uh-huh. And it would definitely help. It would clear my brain. It would get me like kind of centered again. And it was great. Could I do that every day? Fuck no.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. Like, no, I feel you. I feel like everybody should do it like once at the very least. Like, have one like trip. It's just when you like forget to stop doing it.
Yeah, you just do it it's like there's one day where someone's like, you know what, I'm gonna do acid again today, and then they never stop.
That scares the fuck out of me because it's like they say people get changed from it, and it's like, what would my life be like if I never had tried it as a 15-year-old? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, would I be like a cool guy like I am now? Or would I be like some normal square peg fucking chud driving a Lexus and like wearing his shirt tucked into his pants? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
I don't do that.
You ever think that like you're still in the trip from your last acid trip?
I've heard that. I've heard your theory on that before. That's great. You should tell all our listeners this theory.
So
that's great.
I have this theory that one day I'm going to wake up and it's going to be the morning after my last acid trip, and it's just going to be everything that's happened from then till now has literally just been an acid trip. So all of these like coincidences and all of these like things where I'm like, oh man, my life sucks, or oh man, this is going great, and anything that I've ever felt has literally just been in my mind, and I'm sitting on a couch or something just thinking about all this.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you wake up and it's fucking Study Hall 2006. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, I gotta do all that again.
Oh, dude, Devil Wears Prada didn't come out with their seminal 2007 album called... Somebody tell me, please, I forget. I was trying to make a joke and I don't have the facts.
There's with branches above and... No, branches below... Roots above and branches below. Boom, there
Hell
it is.
yeah, boom. What do you guys know about fucking music? We know about it because we're
What do
cool
you know
guys.
about Tidwap, brother?
Check it out, dude. It's my new band called Trippin' since 2006.
But that's it. Like, it's like that Trump became president, and it's like this weird thing, and like all these like I got married, and like all. Well, I'm not. But you know what I'm saying?
Those are on the same wavelength.
No, hold on. If my wife's listening, that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is like there's these big events that have happened since I last tripped.
Yeah, that are all just made. Dude, I hope like it'd be kind of comforting. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wouldn't, because I have done so much work in the past couple years. years.
Oh yeah, same actually.
Like, I got a new job. We're starting to do more podcasts and stuff. We like all this shit. If I woke up and it was like 3 years ago, I'm like, fuck, man.
That was all for naught. All the knowledge you gained is now lost as well. You're like, oh shit, I'm an idiot.
It's like, are you telling me that I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning one day learning knots for a job and I didn't have to do that? Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, and you wake up, you're at a kitchen table saying that, and your mom turns around and she's like, what are knots, honey? Dude, knots don't even exist. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's plausible, but yeah, I get it.
Then your mom turns around and there's no face.
You got the face of Rick from Rick and Morty.
Oh my God, dude. I'm Pickle Devin's mom. You know what I'm saying,
Hey,
dude?
Morty, I made myself into your mom.
Oh my God, geez, Rick, you're my mom.
Hell yeah, I can give birth to you. I'm Rick, Devin's mom.
Hey, I don't know if any of our listeners know, but we're huge Rick and Morty fans over here. We have minds that are in an echelon above our plebeian listeners who obviously don't understand the hidden meanings behind Rick and Morty. We understand philosophy, we understand debate, we understand culture, we understand art, and understand music, and that's why we are #1 Rick and Morty fans.
Boom. We're the biggest Rick and... Ask us any question. Morty's mom.
Dude,
Boom,
I got a pickle tattooed on my dick, so I could say, here's Pickle Dick, you know what I'm saying? Because...
Hey, I made myself into Devin's dick.
But it's layers on that joke, because we're smart Rick and Morty fans.
Yeah, we're one of the smart ones. We get the references. We understand that, like, it's not about this guy who... I can't even. It's all like metaphors, really. Like, there's different planets, but it's also different mindsets.
Yeah,
you know, and like there's some things in life that you just don't understand. You know,
dude, let's just say Rick and Morty puts the meta in metaphor, dude. I don't think you guys fucking get it, bro. Okay.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like with like acid and all this other shit, I don't understand. So here's what it should be. It should be that it's not legal, but there should be a place you go if you want to try it.
Agreed wholeheartedly.
Like, they have places in different countries where you can, like, legit go do heroin.
Yeah, so you know it's like real. It's like not going to kill you. You get like a clinically measured dose. Everybody should be allowed to do that if they want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it should fucking eliminate these street drugs that people are fucking dying from. You wouldn't have any fentanyl overdoses and shit because people are still going to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, making something illegal is not going to stop people from doing it.
It just fucking puts people in jail and like brings them into the fucking like psycho legal system bullshit where they're like paying constantly. You got out of prison. It's slavery, bro.
Yeah.
That's all the fucking criminal justice system is, dog.
Dude, it's fucking crazy that weed is illegal. And going back to weed, like, I don't give a fuck about weed.
Yeah.
It can stay illegal for all I care. But the fact that it is illegal is fucking crazy.
Dude, okay, we can get into a little conspiracy talk, dude.
Yeah,
you know
let's
who
do it.
made weed illegal?
Ronald Reagan?
William Randolph Hearst, bro. Do you know who that is?
Big Pharma?
Fucking paper magnate from the 1800s, dog. He saw that hemp was a viable alternative to fucking wood paper, dude. And they were going to use that to fucking, like, outprice the paper. And he said, no, I want to keep making more money. And then he made it illegal also because, like, laborers, like Mexican dudes and fucking black people smoked it, and he was like, I want to take that away from them and we can throw them in jail for that. It's racist and it's a conspiracy, dog.
You know that
I rehearsed that in the mirror.
Did you?
Like 20 times earlier today. I spent the entire morning doing it and I just fucking botched it and sounded like a moron.
Nah, dude, you sounded so smart. You sound like a classic Rick and Morty fan, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, cool. Because that was from season 3, episode 3 of Rick and Morty. It hasn't been released
that was the monologue.
yet. Yeah, Justin Roiland is actually my uncle and Dan Harmon is my godfather, so I get early access to it. They don't know that they are these related things to me yet, but
yeah,
I've emailed them a lot.
I email them every day. I give them pitches for episode ideas.
Justin, hello. I installed free cable for you.
It's your nephew, Debbie.
Come on, Steven. We're going to Nice to Play.
But fuck yeah. So marijuana, the name for that was made up to sound worse than it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like back when it was like just say no. I want to say it was Ronald Reagan, but I'm not 100% sure. But somebody coined the term marijuana to talk about weed to make it sound Spanish, to make it sound worse than it was.
It's fucking racist, dude.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, that is that shit. And Ronald Reagan was responsible for a lot of that bullshit. Like, he started the drug war. His wife, Nancy, personally cooked the first crack rock, dude. What do you know about that? There's fucking grainy-ass Super 8 footage of Nancy Reagan water whipping in the fucking 80s, dog. She's stirring up a pot, like, just fucking nodding and smiling like a Stepford wife, dude. It's fucking crazy. I seen it.
I saw a picture. It was Ronald Reagan, Pol Pot's, and Stalin. They were all in the same room, and they were all cooking meth.
It's crazy, dude. Pol Pot loved meth, dog.
He was a big meth proponent.
Okay, top 3 genociders in history: Pol Pot, Hitler,
Big
Nancy
Pharma.
Reagan. Oh, Big Pharma, yeah. Nancy Reagan, piece of shit. Ronald Reagan sucks. Let it be known. These views are my own. I hate Ronald Reagan.
What if we just started a whole nother podcast where it was just like bullshit theories?
Dude, that'd be fun as fuck.
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
Dude, do you know how many people are like secretly fucking white nationalists from the last like 50 years in politics?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could go on this fucking... Oh, my God, dude. It all started with McCarthy, my dude.
Well, we all know that Bigfoot is just Elvis in a big suit, and it's the government trying to keep Elvis from putting any more music out because it was making everybody want to have sex with each other.
I know, dude. We're sick of sex in this society. That's why everybody's on opiates now. They make you not fuck so good. That's
it makes my fucks not so great.
That's what my doctor told me. I was like, oh, doc, I broke my hip. Like, I shattered it. I don't want to be on opiates, though, and I'm sick of having sex. He said, well, son, here's some kratom.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but you said doctor and remind me of a story.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was younger and I wrestled, I had to go get a physical. Mm-hmm. You know, like the turn your head and cough shit. But I went to my pediatrician until I was like 18.
Nice, dude.
So I was like the biggest kid at this pediatrician.
Did you still get lollipops?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah, dude. I wish I still got that shit.
They had like the 2 flavored ones, bro.
I want red.
And so the whole time, my grandma took me, and I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want anybody like playing with my balls or whatever. It was back when like, it's like, these are my balls. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Like, you know, like very like your dick is like your fucking thing. Like it's your whole existence.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone else touching it besides some pretty babes.
I don't want anybody else to touch my dick or balls. I'm gonna touch myself. Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly, dude.
So my grandma was like making jokes. She's like, just make sure you don't like it. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Whatever. So I go in.
Wait, your grandma said that?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Right? She was classic, you know? Classic Pryor jokes.
She just stole Richard Pryor jokes.
She talked about how she grew up black and stuff. It was very strange.
You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So I get in there, and from what I've learned from like television and movies, it's like, oh, you stand up and you take your pants down, and then whatever. So I'm sitting on the thing waiting for him. He comes in and he goes, all right, Devin, I'm gonna need you to lay down. I was like, what? Okay, I guess might be a new, different kind of procedure. And then he like pulls my pants down to my ankles, and then just like takes my wiener and just goes like flip flop 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 flip.
He motorboats it. Like
No, but like he did like a thorough exam of my kibbles and bits, and I was like, this is when am I supposed to cough? And he's like, all right, you're all good.
He's like, and then the actual doctor comes in 5 minutes later. And he's like, all right, ready.
All right, your doctor will be in a minute. Just getting your sign-in sheet.
He's like, who are you? I'm like, oh, don't mind me. I work at Jimmy John's next door.
But it was so fucking weird. And ever since that day, I was like, was that real? Like, because it's supposed, like, the whole thing is like you're supposed to go in, they turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
Also, do you know why you turn your head and cough?
So they can feel the fucking, what's it called?
No, why they make you turn your head?
For hernias? I don't know why.
Because they don't want you to cough on them.
Oh, word. Dude, actually, funny story. That happened to me. Yeah. Dude, at the doctor's office, I think I had to have been like 20. Like, they're like, turn your head and cough. I did, and I farted at the same time. The doctor just starts laughing. Like, step back for a second. He's like, we're going to let that settle. Goes back to it.
Oh, my God.
It's perfect.
That's like, hilarious. Were you like pants down and everything?
Yeah, dude. Fucking bare ass fart. I wonder how many people do that. That has to be like semi-regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the first time that happened to that doctor. That's why he knew, like, we're gonna let that settle. Like,
dude, that's me farting is why I don't do a lot of things. I've never gotten a massage. I'm never going to do yoga. I barely work out ever. And it's because I'm going to fart. It's going to happen and I'm going to be embarrassed. And so my wife right now is actually training to be a yoga teacher. And I had to help her with her like poses or whatever because she has to like do it for the class or whatever. And so she was like, just try once. And I was like, all right. It's the first time I ever tried yoga ever in my life was last night. So she's like, all right, you're going to bring your hands up and then come down. The second my body was not at a 90-degree angle, I farted so hard. And I was like, you see why I don't go to these things? She's like, no, it's fine. I was like, no, because that was a tame at-home fart. This is going to be like when I'm out and about and I'm sweaty and gross, and it's going to be one of those farts where it clears a fucking room.
oh my God, it's just like a duck call, dude.
Yeah. It's like, like you're on a fucking bumpy road or something. Like,
dude, that's some morning show shit right there.
Right?
Oh my God, we need sound effects for that.
we do.
Just farts, dude.
There's actually a guy who I work with. I say work with. He's just on the show, and he records people's farts.
Wait, is it who I think it is?
I don't know who you think it is.
Oh, never mind.
Because I don't know if I've ever brought up the guy's name, and I'm almost 100% certain you never met him.
Oh, well, I was just thinking it was like, Brad Pitt or something. Because is he on NCIS?
No, that's Lucas Black.
Oh yeah, Lucas. He looks a lot like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, they're basically could be brothers.
Yeah. So does Lucas Black record people's farts?
No, he does not. I'm sure maybe secretly, but that has not come out yet.
I mean, who doesn't secretly record people?
But there's this dude. He works in sound. Like he's the sound or sound guy, whatever the fuck. And he has recordings on his computer of people's farts. Like he tells people, if you have to fart, come over here so I can record it.
It's
and
a
then
field
like
recording.
Yeah, like on the field here with Dan Sound. Well, I'm gonna get this fart. All right, back to you in the studio. But like they like him. So there's like 3 people. He's like the worst, but there's like 3 people who are like the farters. And they like come over and they'll like fart on each other, or they'll be like, hey, come over here. And they like just start laughing. Dude, it's the fucking weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So fucking weird, dude. I like that though.
It's what makes it even weirder is that this guy has doll heads and body parts all over his fucking sound cart.
What the fuck, dude? Of course he records people's farts.
Yeah. I mean,
he's like stealing their soul.
It's like every time somebody farts, I steal their soul.
This is a good Walt Disney impression, dude.
thanks.
Hello, welcome to the Disney Channel. I am Walt Disney.
Did you know that Mickey Mouse is actually, he was inspired, deeply inspired by someone who raised me, my father. I cut his heart out when I was 14 years old. I used the blood to draw a crude mouse. That's, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. But I was just thinking, like, isn't it weird that Walt Disney is like the only person who has the rumor that he's been frozen? Like his head's been frozen.
Was it actually? Didn't they like say it wasn't?
So that's the thing, is like we don't know. But name one other person that people are like, oh yeah, they got his frozen head over there.
My Uncle Lee. Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield?
Is he frozen?
Is he frozen for reals? He might be.
Dude, what's his name? Your boy, dude. That funny ass dude from the 80s that Jim Carrey played in Man on the Moon. Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. Well, that's his thing is he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Elvis, their things are they're still alive. And fucking, I already forgot his name. Walt Disney is like the only celebrity that has that joke about him that his head's like in a freezer somewhere.
Jesus, dude.
So it makes you think like it's probably true, because it's like kind of a rumor. But if he's the only one and everyone's talking about it, it's probably true.
Dude, like, I mean, I guess that's like a last ditch thing when you're like, bro, I have so much money and I want to get brought back to life at some point. Like, hopefully the world doesn't end and like power like goes out ever. I'm like banking on human civilization not destroying itself and like give it like 1,000 years, bro. And they're gonna bring me back and I'm not gonna die from shock seeing what the world is like in 1,000 years.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, can you imagine waking up like 150, if not 1,000 years in the future?
Oh my God. Yeah. Think about what it was like 150 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? Like, they didn't even have fucking cars, bro. Like, you're like, what are these mechanical beasts? Like,
yeah, like they didn't. Like, he's gonna literally come out of the fucking frost tomb. Mm-hmm. And like go batshit crazy,
dude, or just like immediately get devoured by self-replicating nanobots. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
that's the shit that's gonna kill us all, dude.
Self-replicating nanobots.
Yep, dude. They fucking just keep consuming resources to make more of them.
That's my favorite punk band, by the way.
Self-replicating nanobots. Yeah,
actually, that sounds kind of like a synth band.
Dude, that's a synthwave band for sure.
Yeah.
Straight up Outrun, dude. Oh my God.
Can we make a synth band called Self-Replicating Nanobots?
Easily, dude. I got Ableton on this computer, dude.
Hell yeah. And we got our mouth sounds, dude. Is that how we're going to end the episode?
I mean, if you want to.
Boom, bing, boom, boom, bing, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom. Someone's in their car listening to this right now and just fucking jamming out.
Yeah, it's me when it gets released. You know what I'm saying?
Me and the other 8 people listening to the podcast.
It's me and my mom, because I forced her to sit in my car with me and listen to the whole episode. And she's gonna be laughing.
She better be, Mom, or I will what is it called?
I won't freeze you when you die.
Emancipate myself.
I'm emancipate myself at 28.
Do you remember when that was like your threat? Because you found out you can do that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'll leave this family. I'll emancipate myself. And it's like, you do realize that you have to have like a steady income. And like, you have to be rich to do that. You can't just do that.
That's society, bro. Literally, you got to be rich to do it.
You got to be rich to do it. Is that the name of the episode?
Yeah, you got to be rich to do it, bro. That's it.
You got to be rich to do shrooms.
They said the thing. That's the game, baby. That's improv.
And scene.
All right, guys. That was a character that I like to play called Devin Mullen. I'm actually an amateur entomologist that doesn't have any friends or family. I sit at home and I play PS4 all day and like to play a cool, fun party guy, but in reality, I'm devoid entirely of personality.
Yeah, and this is actually a character. Hold on, let me get my... Yeah, this is actually a character that I've been doing. His name's Devin Howard. My name's actually Rudy North. And, who's Rudy North?
Rudy North is the closest thing I have to a friend.
All right, you want to do some plugs?
Yeah, let's plug it up.
Let's plug it up, man. So we got our website. It's yeahdeed.com, yeahdeed.com. It's kind of an umbrella for all of our shows and also other shows that we have on there. 2 adult women's on there.
They're great. They're hilarious.
Yeah, there's 2 very funny women. I'm married to one of them. So
hell yeah, dude.
It's a bonus. We also have videos. We have blogs. We have merch. Go in there, buy some stuff, help us keep the lights on. We would like to do this full time, and that's the easiest way to do it is if you just give us money.
Yeah, how sick would that be? You guys could give us money, and then you get to listen to us reap the rewards of your hard-earned money. We can hang out and just get fucking kind of fucked up all day, and then tell jokes to each other. It's literally the dream, ladies and gentlemen. Let us pursue that dream.
Also, if you want to send us just like some cash, that would be cool.
Cash, baby.
You can just send us a message. We actually have a thing. I set it up on our website where you can just contact us. Just send us an email. Send us like some funny pictures of yourself. Send us like a fucking story. Send us some questions. Maybe we'll get a bunch of questions. We'll read them on air. And
dude, how cool of an episode would that be?
Answer some questions.
Answer anything, dude. This is literally, this entire show is going to be an AMA, dude. Ask us anything.
Ask us anything.
Put
AMA.
the us and M. You know
we put the M in us.
Yeah, dude.
We also have.
We got fucking social media, dude. I know y'all are all on that. It's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just search my other buddy Devin. We're on there. There's tons of pics, vids, fun stuff like just cool pics of us at the park, or cool pics of us riding jet skis, or cool pics of us like just smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. Just check it out, man.
We also have a monthly show. We should start saying that.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah.
We literally have that. Our show is at Bank Street Bar. It's what is it?
4401?
44.
Is it 4431?
It's 4401 Bank Street. Bank Street.
It's at the corner of Banks and South Alexander. You can't miss it.
It's it's a variety show. We have guests on. We play games. We do some improv. It's kind of this podcast, but with more games and guests.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. Everybody comes out. My family comes out. You can talk to my mom and dad there, dude. My dad might buy you a drink if you fucking, scratch his back a little.
Yeah. His dad's the only one wearing a sweater vest.
Yeah, he comes
at
in
all times.
You can recognize him by his distinctive laugh.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, that's every third Saturday of the month. Every third Saturday at Bank Street Bar. Bank Street Bar.
Yep.
4401 Bank Street. Oh my God. Please mark that microphone because I'm never using it.
I just farted on it with my mouth.
So I guess that's it. You got any final thoughts besides farting into a microphone?
I didn't actually fart into the microphone, dude. Nobody will ever know. Final thoughts. Who is Shepard Fairey?
Ooh, I don't even know what that means.
All right, wait, no.
Yeah, better one. It's a thought, not a question.
Banksy is more than a person. Banksy is an idea, representative of a free society who overcomes all bonds and shackles of the upper class.
Oh my God.
How was that, dude?
Banksy just walked in and gave like a little speech. That's pretty fucking cool.
Banksy is like fucking shitty Bane.
Perhaps you don't realize my pointed societal critiques.
Listen here, Batman. I was born in the paint.
I was born at a subway station, Batman. You simply bought a ticket to the train.
I was molded by it. By the time I saw the other side, I was blinded.
That shit will never get old, dude. I feel like in 30 years, Bane voice will still be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you want to know how I got these scars?
When I got these scars, I was freaking running and I tripped and fell and hit my face on the ground.
Yeah, dude. That's how it happens, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. See y'all next week. Bye.